Okay, we're gonna start the second edition of the Pathfinding Cup. I'm not really as focused at the moment. We will see how often I drive the wrong line, probably every time. Okay, suddenly directly starts. Also you see a checkpoint there. I mean, I can try to go with speed over that freewheel. So that's wrong. I see people turning around here. Oh. Is there some other way of doing that? I mean, otherwise I would think that you take the platform here. Is that even checkpoint 1? That's like something I don't know. So I see people doing this here. They turn around. And then they jump there. Okay. Ja! Danke aber auch. What is this shit, man? Quickly, let's make this louder. Now I have to do all that part again. And that's actually quite long sector, so it's a big time loss already. I mean, I hope that this is the correct way here. Huh. Checkpoint 1. I mean, I wanted to land somewhere else. Right there. There's checkpoint 8. This looks like a plan. Ah! Oh my god, this map is so open. I don't even know which checkpoint that is. That's quite annoying. Wait, there was someone having speed. They are jumping from back there. There is a booster. Do you see that? And then they jump here, and then they have the speed for that jump. The question is, how do you get to that booster part? I don't think that I have a chance from here to make that, because I'm kinda stuck. Unless you can go here and get somewhere. But there's just another freewheel that blocks the way. There's checkpoint 4. I don't know where I am, but I'm outside of the map area. I'm not sure how I managed to do that always. I mean, I'm so far away from anything that it feels like it can't be correct, you know? It just can't be. But do people now know where to go? Is here? No? No. So people are still going here to that part with the quarter pipe, which is of course looking nice. But how do you continue from here? That's the other main question. How do you continue from here? What do people do now? Or are they just clueless people? Because I'm now at the same part where I don't know further. And this is blocked in the end. This is where we... So I have really no idea at this point. Here someone comes with speed. Yeah, tries to jump to the booster. I also thought that. But that doesn't work. I have the feeling here are just a lot of clueless people around. They all drive here because it feels so nice. But it's not. It's not the solution. Or is this... Oh my god, look at that. That's typical for this game. Can easily build something like this. been here already. As I see that people turn around and jump somewhere there. Okay, also this is the next checkpoint, we can say, we can conclude. Here's a black bar that leads nowhere. I mean, this is checkpoint 3. You have to get there somehow. Kinda wanna try. Maybe you can really just drive there. I didn't really look at the back. If there's a way up. But then I could have reached that already from checkpoint 2, which would be not optimal. And I'm just looking. Maybe here is some way up. Doesn't really look like that though. This is this one freewheel that we had. So yeah, the next option is we jump here and turn around like those two do, and there is actually a platform, so that is the solution, I guess. Okay, nice. I mean, this can't be correct, this jump, because it has to be possible from everywhere. Also from the standing respawn it has to be possible, that's what I mean. I kinda wanna use that. Oh, 9. There's checkpoint 4. I have to get up to the checkpoint 4 things. The question is how. How do we do that? I'm not seeing the line right there. Look at that. Yeah. People turn around here as well. Oh, that was wrong. Fuck. We could just further straight here. I mean, I know where the checkpoint 4 is. Around where it is. You would think you have to jump in there. Wait, you can also go here. Yeah, it's actually just that jump. Oh, no. I mean, that might be not correct, you know. I know where we are there. That's definitely not correct. I saw something, guys. I saw something. Look. Fuck it. I'm not sure how much Tom would like that. People help. I mean, I would like it, of course. So, but where am I? Why am I here? Is that a way? I mean, I can't really jump somewhere apart from that black beam underneath me, but that leads to nowhere. And back here I can jump, but I am pretty sure I came from there earlier, so that's also not really an option. And then I can jump into that part that I came from, which is also not really a solution. Yeah, so I don't see it right there. It looked like very good. But, oh, look at that. I saw people. Yeah, well, that was actually so simple. Oh, and I took so much time again. And something simple like that. It was basically just straightforward. Exactly in that checkpoint where I don't go straight forward. Typical. Also this forces us kinda to the left here. We can go over this, but that doesn't lead somewhere, I believe. Is that an opening? No. Also we can definitely try to take speed from here and see what happens when we go over that freewheel with speed. Oh. Not good, not good, not good. Ah. I see what people do, so I will just do it as well. I mean, there's checkpoint 6 we see quite easily. But that's not so simple. What the fuck? Oh. We were there already. Ah, beautiful. Ah, this is also... I thought there were some red boosts in the other direction, but no. You go through that one freewheel here, turn around, and... Yo, make the jump, reset. What checkpoint am I in, by the way? I have no idea. Guess that leads to nowhere. I was on checkpoint 6 last time, right? Then I plan to go checkpoint 7 next. Oh, that was a mistake. No, I know what we have to do. Fuck. Wait. Also, I think I'm not sure. But we go the same way that we have been before. Just that we don't have... yeah, we have no free wheel now, so we can just go here. I have been here already, so that's wrong. Why do people go over this? Like, so many. So many do that. That's what I don't get. As if this was like a correct way. But I don't see anything there. No, here we are down to checkpoint 1, so that can't be correct. That can't be correct. And when we go further back here, we are in that area that I didn't discover so far. Here we have more that we can do. So, where have we not been so far? We can go onto this plastic, where we can get some acceleration to make a jump. Let me see where we jump to. Here's checkpoint 9, it's right there. Yeah, I guess that we wanna... I mean, I will try that now. So now I'm on that, but wasn't I here already? Upsala! Ah! Me stupid, I just drove down this. But yeah, being up there, there were these holes. Maybe I should have checked these holes. This is yeah the part where I've been already. Oh, that was wrong. Is here something that I could use? No. And just have to check. I just have to check. I'm not sure if I was in this part already here. I'm not sure if I was here already. Oh, this is where we... Aha. Wanna check one more thing here in these holes. Maybe you can continue in these holes when you drop into them. One car was just going into that hole, so I wanna test. Didn't see now. It continues here, look, it continues. It leads us to here, where we are... Aha, we were blocked from other parts, so we couldn't get there any other way. And now we're on the top. Yeah, this was the way. I guess so with the holes. Sadly, I took some time to get here again. Also, I have to get up to that checkpoint 10 there. Somehow. And we know that in that direction we could have been already in the early checkpoint, so I can't drop down anywhere. So it has to be further back. What is this plastic here? Does that help me in some way? Oh, I fall down with wet wheels, okay. Yeah, then I think that I have to turn around here and have to go back to somewhere. Also people are jumping into that water pool and then from there into the next one. Yeah, then I tried it. severe transition though. Like I didn't think that Tom would build such a double combo. But okay. Yeah, you see the problem. Of course it does not work. Ach komm schon. I only want to land there. Maybe it's free to get to the next checkpoint, I don't know. There's a freebie. There's a hole. Yannick's is finishing. Wow, okay. Can they just continue to the checkpoint? You have a very bad landing there. It doesn't really seem correct to me. I wanna actually take the gamble and drop down here. Where we are... Where are we now? Is that a thing? To be here? Fuck. That was a wrong gamble. I mean, you can't really know. Yannick's got the last ones very fast. I mean, there is not much else. So let's just try it. Oh, that's so dumb. I think you can just jump there towards checkpoint 10. Man, I'm so unlucky with these decisions. Like you think, ah, maybe I need some speed, and then of course it goes wrong, and now I need to respawn this whole thing, and then of course this goes wrong as well again. So that I take so much time here. I could have done that checkpoint already. Man, so annoying. Those other people are now in front. Yeah. It was that simple. Okay, let's follow others. We are close to the start area, so what do we do at this point? People are jumping to... They are jumping there. I mean, shall we try? Let's trust people, right? Surely they know better. Yeah, you can make that jump, that's interesting. Then you land there. So now, this is the finish. You can already remember for later. Aha. Aha! This is the... okay. Then that was checkpoint 11. Hazard in second place. Yannick's had a really good run. I'm having too much speed. I thought that the maps are built in a way that jumps are always simple. But no, I think I have to release to get into the downhill. Yeah, look how easy that is now. No. I think you wanna get, so last finish, I think you wanna get to that black ledge. People are on that. And people drive up the checkpoint. Do they? Yeah, haha, okay, I saw it. Okay, that's something, man oh man. I mean, this is something that you yourself don't really find that easily. It's something that you just copy from others. The first guy that approaches this checkpoint has it very difficult, because he has to find that. But everyone else will just see it immediately. That's the thing. So I still have to figure out where checkpoint 12 is. Because I'm on a certain level where I don't really want to get... I don't really want to jump down, but I haven't been in this area so far. So in theory there are quite... Ah, wait, I was on that... Yeah, underneath I have been. But... where do we go now? We can jump onto that other platform, I guess. Can we? Do I want to do that? Why is nobody around me? But I see checkpoint 12. Okay, that's already something that is good. So I see checkpoint 12. It is back there. So I have to go rather into that direction. Here's a black ledge as well. And where's now checkpoint 12? Is it above us? It's up. It's above us, I think. But there's checkpoint 1. Can we jump to some interesting spot from here? Yeah, I don't know actually. I think 14 or 15 maybe. To where do we jump now? I can't really check that from here. I can't see it. Ach no, wait, I see it now. So now the question is, we are up there. Okay, now then we have to go this direction, I guess. Or maybe it's just 12 checkpoints. Can we, if I get on that, then I'm on the right level, right? Or they are all finishing. Everyone is finishing. No. No! What? No! What? I'm outside. Yeah, it's probably again pretty simple. There's one further guy ahead of me. I'm 16th! I get 1 point? Do I get 1 point? Oh, there were 2 players right in front of me with a finish. Lingo and Edis are right ahead of me. No, I'm... It says 18th. It's a bit weird. Ach no, exactly. Yeah, the 16th gets 3 points. The last place that gets points gets 3 points. So I'm without points. I'm just outside. Turbo got 9th, and he was basically with me all the time. I lost it in this ending. Like, do we see the times? No, we don't. We see the times of the top 8. 8th place has 33:07, and I finished with 34. I lost it a bit in the end. Also, I had a chance to get, I think, like 11th is the top position that you wanna have. That's the best that you can have. And I think I would have gotten 11th. That was possible. We had here this one checkpoint where, let me find the black ledges here. We had this checkpoint, 11, and there were a lot of cars around me. And I think that all these cars finished now ahead. Like, I saw that then, no, and followed them here. But once I went up there, I took so much time back on these platforms until I saw from here that there is checkpoint 12. It's nice that you see the number from here, but it took me so long to turn around and see it. And I was like confused. No other car was around this area with me together, checking if the checkpoint 12 is somewhere in that direction. And that is probably the moment where all these people just followed each other on the black ledge when I missed it, and then they all went away. And once I found that black ledge that came up here, I had still cars around me, but wasn't sure where to jump. Like, from here with a free cam, you see that platform, but when you are from the car's perspective, it looks like this, even with cam 1, and you can't see it. Yeah, and I always looked into that direction because here is the 12. So you thought maybe somewhere here, some platform, no? Then, does this black ledge continue? Do you jump maybe into that direction? No. Do you jump straight? No. And then at some point I finally saw that. And then there was still the question, what to do from here, no? But I saw that there's this uphill, and it's on the same level as checkpoint 12, and I saw that you can jump to the left here. But you can of course make the mistake that you don't jump to the left. When you don't look, you would basically just jump straight, you're dead. Unless you are on the left side, jumping straight, yeah. But I lost a lot of time, and again, from checkpoint 12 to the finish, it was super free and easy. Like, everyone could just make that first try. And, I mean, you saw that. They all finished when I was on my way to the last checkpoint. Also, not the 8th place, but the guys behind, they all finished in that moment. Interesting is the fact that you couldn't stop before the finish. Because I told you 11th place is the best you can have if you are not fighting for the win. Because when you get 11th, you get 10, 9, 8, so you get 8 points. And you can get further 9 points if you get top 3 in the hunting. The top 10 are not allowed to participate in the hunting. So the 10th place is a shit position. Gets 9 points. Okay, at least it also gets 9 points. So, but you rather wanna have 8 points and then add 9 points to that. You know, that's much better. So you wanna get there to the 11th place, but you couldn't really time that in this finish here. It was not really easy to time that because it is one full speed section from the last checkpoint to the finish. So if you drive from checkpoint 12 and on your car or there are still not 10 finishers, if that's the case, and you might get 10th, then you have to decide before the finish if you just finish at 10th or if you respawn. If you respawn, however, you saw how quick that went, you might lose 5-6 positions. So that they all finished at the same time. They all followed each other, I guess. That must have been like a car train. A car chain. Man. Yeah. Okay, then let's look shortly at the map. Maybe we can find reroutes. Hopefully not. Yeah, in the start, you see there was no time, like it directly started, I didn't look then behind, but here's free wheel, so blocked. Here's blocked. Water, actually, I didn't see that. You could go underneath here in the water, but you also get, okay. Yeah, the problem was that you saw that checkpoint right there, but you didn't see the number, so it wasn't really sure. Is there checkpoint 1 and is there now some way to get to checkpoint 1? That was like the first confusing part. Maybe on purpose, maybe not, I don't know. But that made it like a little bit difficult. So you had to figure out what to do. You could of course jump down there, you could, yeah, here's nothing, the pool, nothing. You could drop down here into the nothingness. And then you have here the whole, when you drop down the whole off-road section. And the thing is, you could follow that so long, because here was then also some road starting. I actually thought I was at something when I just followed that. But you come to these free wheels and it just ends. And yeah, that was it with that section. But it was quite long, and of course I drove that. Now what you had to do was getting onto that platform. And once you're here, you have then also options. Maybe you could have actually gotten to that platform here. So it's quite open, you could say. Like there were possibilities from this platform. You could probably jump to here, but I didn't see now further what you could do from there. So it's kind of blocked then. Here you would drop down to that off-road again. The hole has nothing in it. And yeah, you could of course drop down to that platform here. Then you would be here on the top. Yeah, you always don't really want to drop to somewhere when you know you can't get back. You know that could be a respawn. You see a car now doing that, no? Landing here, trying the tunnel, yeah, doesn't work. Trying over the ledge, but we'll find out soon that there is nothing. Now I will hunting the map. I will be hunting. Not now though, like at some point for the top 3. So then you have yeah, the chance here to turn around and to jump underneath the star. That's actually mean and clever again. From the start you have no idea that underneath you is another platform. You have no idea. How would you know? Yeah, it's unclear. Yeah, but then you end up here. Another pool where you could think, does it lead to somewhere? Yeah. You can just go here. Now you're on the other side of this free wheel, by the way. You can also go underneath that water pool here. And then you get up there. So a completely new strategy that also doesn't help you at all. Like, imagine, yeah, you could think that this is the secret path, and you do that, you figure out it's nothing, and you have to go back, and then you see, you can't go back. And then you have to respawn at the start, and this is always annoying, because you never really want to drop into something where you can't get back from. But, I mean, that would have been an option that this is the way. But yeah, as long as you don't have to, you just follow the line, and the road was here. And if you just take a little bit of speed, you could then, of course, get over this. And here I had also my extra respawn. Yeah, and then I was still a bit unsure. I was on that whole area here, and where's no checkpoint 1? Follow the whole part here with penalty, 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 multiple dead ends, and then actually you see it then here that here's checkpoint 1. But yeah, it's weird, no? Now you actually have to drive a lot on penalty on the bottom, while on the in other parts of checkpoint 1 where we also could have done that, that's of course then wrong. Yeah. And then a free wheel here for whatever reason, just that you don't go back, I guess, but phew. What could you do when you go back? Naja. So you get checkpoint 1. Checkpoint 2 was also so incredibly open. Also checkpoint 2 had so many options, yeah. Also first of all, behind you free wheel, here free wheel. So then I saw you could drop down to the top of this mountain. Yeah, and you could drive into that direction, freewheel. I mean, you never know though. It could be also that you just go over such a freewheel and then there's a reset right after. You never know. So a freewheel doesn't have to be like a blocked way. So you kinda can also look at all these things. You can do that. You could also just go over that freewheel. I think I also did and saw that reset and so I can't really get into. But yeah. And then there are so many other ways here. Hole that you can check if there's a gap in the hole. Then this I jumped into here. Naja, another freewheel, and then you have only the chance to do what others then did, to jump here. Also to actually drop down. You have also a big pool, also leads to nowhere, but yeah, you jump down, turn around here, and then you can make it up there. So this is now like the solution. Then you come into this area, and here the hidden way was you drop down, you don't think about it, you just drop down, but it's actually then exactly where you don't think about it, it's right behind you. And this is like so typical. Like, what is this block? This is just a black platform block then, I guess. Or no, that's one of these podium blocks. Naja, definitely they are not going fully to the side and leave that gap. Yeah, while the platform goes fully to the side in the editor, this does not and leaves a gap, which is of course super tough to see. And the mean thing is that it's so free, so open here. Like there were so many things. Here a freewheel, okay. Here I knew it can't go. Here the black ledge ends, okay. But you could go here into that direction. And here freewheel at some point, okay. So you go up there. And now you go up here and you see it goes left, it goes straight, it goes right. So first of all here freewheel. Here water pool. But you would need to drop down to realize if that leads to somewhere. And you have to know, at this point you still don't know where the checkpoint 3 is. I mean, could you see that from here? Could you see checkpoint? No. You see there is a checkpoint, but you have no idea if that's the next one. And that makes it so tough then to realize where to go. So yeah, so now here looks sometimes weird with this shadow bug. As if there was a gap, but no. So I followed this route here. Could also jump down there, but yeah, I can also just follow the way and see again, aha, there's a checkpoint, but you can't see the number. So what you could do was following this black ledge, yeah, but that actually ends here. Yeah, you could just jump down here. Yeah, drive where this card, for example, drove. We are now on the other side of these freewheels at least. So we did something. This whole area here on the bottom, we actually could reach from checkpoint 1 already. Yeah. Now we are at least a block higher, or here a mountain higher. And you could actually drive from here to the whole outside of the track. And as you don't know where checkpoint 3 is, that was all possible. Here's even a hole to drop into. Could think maybe it continues underneath. It is checkpoint 2, I mean. I said all the time checkpoint 3, but the next checkpoint is checkpoint 2. Still, this is sector 2. But yeah, it was unclear where that is. And I only found it out by seeing, okay, when I was standing here, I saw that there is a booster. And I saw people coming from there with speed, jumping on here, and then I knew, okay, like that you get to the checkpoint. So the solution must be somewhere in that direction. Yeah. And then first I thought maybe it was completely wrong that we went here. Maybe it is something here that I missed, where you can drop into the hole, for example, or something like that. Otherwise, it of course would have made sense to directly just look at the right wall and then you find it. Naja. Once you're in here, you have also some water pools, but yeah, I just knew I have to take the booster, so I just went for it. Checkpoint 2, yeah, and this was so open, yeah, that made it quite tough. Yeah, and then you're here, and you saw that this is checkpoint 3, you saw that quite quickly. You could go into that direction here, making all these jumps, ending up somewhere there, where, however, when you're on this platform and you jump into that direction, all of that could be reached in the early checkpoints. All of that is like Sector 1 stuff. And what you could have reached in earlier checkpoints can't be correct. Because then you could have reached checkpoint 3. If that was correct, you would have been able to reach checkpoint 3 already in the first sector, which is of course something that Tom wants to avoid. So you have to see further. Here you also would drop down to the Sector 1 stuff. Here you can also reach that section from Sector 1, but you don't necessarily know that. But yeah, you would just drop down here. One option was dropping to that platform. Yeah, that could have been possible. Because here you are on a higher platform. You have here Black Ledge, or you go outside on that mountain, maybe even. Multiple options to get here, but that ends. That just ends. Well, okay. Yeah, so the typical thing was, you don't jump twice and go then back. Yeah, you jump exactly once and then you go back. And you have such a double jump, it often happens that after the first jump you have to turn around. Here's also Black Ledge, by the way. Could have been also something, but yeah. It's just this here, and then you are underneath, and then you have the speed. And I don't think that there is now something else, unless you can get some weird bounce like this card I tried. So checkpoint 3 solution was by turning around and going here. Again, such a mean thing, because when you jump to checkpoint 3 you don't think about that. Yeah, so once you're coming from here, you just jump to checkpoint 3, you don't think about that part behind. Especially as I had the speed to make directly these jumps smooth. But I kinda knew that this can't be correct here, because I thought like, you have to make this also from standing respawn. And then this jump is too difficult. But you would get up here to that freewheel. This is blocked. We were on that part already, you see that? This is a section we already have been. That's now I realized that as well. So it couldn't be correct. Yeah, it couldn't be correct. Exactly. I also saw checkpoint 4 then earlier when I was here. So the other option was in here, but that leads nowhere. Then the hole has a gap. Nice. With a booster. Nice. Looks very sus. So you jump up there. Water pool. Here the freewheel. So we're on the other side of the freewheel. Looks good so far. Could have been the solution. Can go here. Dead end. Unlucky. You go here. Stop. Sign. And then you would drop completely down. I still tried to see if something is back there. But no. The whole thing here was just wrong. I was standing there for nothing. And I wasted also on that checkpoint a lot of time. Until I then realized that when you go behind, that you have on one side here this ramp. Go up, go up. Yeah, first of all I wanted to directly jump the checkpoint before like this. But of course, roof in the way. Here are some... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just jump up there. Here it was then a bit unclear, like, how do you get to checkpoint 4 then? Because here's everywhere a wall that blocks you. So how do you get to that direction? And, naja, there was this hole here, so I already guessed that the hole is the solution. And you could now... Yeah, you could now basically just come from here. I don't know how much speed you actually needed, but yeah, just do that. And then you end up there in checkpoint 4. And here if you're here in checkpoint 4 and you go straight up, you can see checkpoint 5, but obviously I never went straight. It's so typical, like that's really happening every single week. That I don't see this. That I always turn away. Like I follow directly a car that went up this plastic, no? That looks so sus, you just want to directly go up there and see. So I followed, fall down. You could of course also continue on the water. You could continue to that direction of the freewheel, but that's checkpoint 1 right there. So can't be correct to drop to that direction. And then I directly went to full right, yeah, and I went down here, looked backwards camera and saw, aha, I found it, I was so sure I found it. Yeah. So, now however I went back and I saw this black ledge, and this black ledge was even leading to somewhere, and now I felt like, that must be it, that must be it, that must be it. And I end up on this platform here. And I was standing. Later on I was on that upper platform and I thought about jumping down there, and I was like, was I there already or not? And I realized the stop sign, but I wasn't sure if I was on that platform already. I actually was. Could have remembered that. Yeah, so I'm standing here and I think, yeah, but where do I jump to from here? I mean, there are so many possibilities to jump, but I can't really get very far. Definitely not on something special. And I wasted again so much time until I finally just ended the search there. You could of course still drive the whole part here on the bottom, check all the things here, but that are all dead ends. Yeah, here black ledge dead ends. So I respawned and then I saw, fuck you, checkpoint 5 is straight ahead. And you only had to bounce with your roof on this plastic and you're there. Yeah, this was everything. And I looked so much stuff. Like, how is it possible that I always do that? Every single time in the Pathfinding Cup, I'm wasting like so many minutes in all the other stuff in the checkpoint, and then it's just straight. It's so incredible. Like, this is a checkpoint that takes 10 seconds. Yeah, you can have that super quick. When you end up in checkpoint 5, like behind you here is everything blocked off. And to the right you have the freewheel. I still tried that, but it ended. To the left you can get up. To the straight you have no steer, and here's also no reset. So you can't really make a turn here. I went here to this side, ends however. You can go to the other side until here, then it is also over. You can't really get to that platform to come from here. But yeah, if you then one time turn around, you see that there is checkpoint 6, you see the number. You have to one time turn around, and I saw then cars basically drive the other way, so I didn't really have to figure it out myself, but I still did everything else first. Before I figured out the other cars, I still went to the right, I still went to the left, even twice, because I one time fell down. it's so typical. Yeah, and then I figured out, okay, I have to do that, and yeah, it was actually not too easy to straighten out the car, because you can't go too diagonal, then you wouldn't jump into. That was actually close. I was so close to the wall. But yeah, checkpoint 6. Yeah, you're up there. Behind you, first of all, looking behind you, you would just come back to where you have been before, so that does not make sense. Here you would drop down to a section you could have been before, and here you would drop down into a dead hole. So you go forwards. Here you have some part that you could reach from checkpoint 1 already, so you have to go left, and there are freewheels. So yeah, well, then you just go through the freewheels, I guess. Now you have the chance to go here. Maybe there's a reset, but there isn't. Here's checkpoint 7, by the way. So maybe it was planned like that. Maybe people actually go into that direction and see checkpoint 7, then know where it is. Because I had no idea where I didn't know even which checkpoint I was in previously. But yeah, you go through here and then you see, there's one engine off, so it's go through here, dot to the anti-boost, and then you can turn around. Take the boost, go through the reset, jump onto this. Now you're on the other side of this freewheel. On the other side of this freewheel, where was this from? Ah yeah, also checkpoint 1. So you're on the other side of these freewheels. You have these boosters here, they do lead to nowhere. I saw some car going there. I still had no idea where checkpoint 7 is, that was a little bit the issue. And, naja, the thing is you actually had to just drop down here. And then you could just drive to checkpoint 7. The thing is, when you came here, you could not go there because you had freewheel. And with the freewheel you didn't have the speed to pass the uphill. So you had to make sure that you go through the reset once, so you're not freewheeled anymore, and then you could do that. That's like the idea. It's like a typical idea, like things repeat in the Tom Cup. In the Pathfinding Cup. Things repeat, but still every time you have to figure it out first, what is now coming up. This freewheel here was weird right before the checkpoint, because I was very slow on that uphill. I wasn't sure if that can actually make you die. But it's probably for avoiding that people go just backwards here. However, I mean, it is quickly blocked, so I don't really see sometimes the reason. I think that Tom just wants to be safe. That there is no reroute possible by going backwards from a checkpoint. It's still a bit weird though. Yeah, then you go here, you have a big water pool. You have here also some land where you never know, maybe here's some entrance to somewhere. Yeah, first of all, you could of course easily overjump that freewheel here into that water pool. Then you actually land at the other side of the nose steer. That could have been something though, because when you were in that checkpoint, you had no opportunity to get to that platform here. So if that had continued here, that would have been a valid solution. Like, that could have been. Could have been what you have to do. Other parts that you could do is going outside here. That's actually interesting, because I earlier searched on the outside if you can do something, and didn't search until there. Actually, you're almost on the platform there, but no, there is a small drop, so that you can't reach this checkpoint early on. At least not that easily, you would need to get up there. So then everything is actually over already, like you can't really go somewhere else. So you have to turn around. There you could maybe jump onto that platform, but it's also ending. So the idea was then to jump onto that platform. It's the only way to go now. And the other thing is that we know where checkpoint 8 is. Like, everyone saw checkpoint 8. Everyone saw the number when they went through the reset. So it was quite obvious that we have to get into that direction, in theory. So you go here, double jump, and now we can, without freewheel, easily make it to checkpoint 8. So then we got checkpoint 8, and here was a bit of road. This is of course a part where we have been already, so can't be the solution. And this part here was actually the way to checkpoint 1, so we were already there as well. So it couldn't be the solution. Then here many people went over that freewheel. That was so confusing to me. Why did so many people do that? Ah, here you could also go into that hole, into the downhill there, but while being freewheeled. That was the main issue with that. Here was basically it did end here. There was nowhere to go. Here's another fragile block. Yeah. So there was nowhere to go from this direction. We had this freewheel. Later on, we went uphill here on the way to checkpoint 10. But here we would get freewheel when we try that. And then the only option that we have basically is going this direction, where we are on a platform that we have never seen before. So this is blocked, so we have to just drop down, which is a bit uncommon, but okay. And then we see checkpoint 9 as well directly. So we know we have to get one level higher. So where do we get one level higher? You can park your car and see this ends there. Here is some road, however. Here's a road. So there's something leading to checkpoint 9 from that direction, but how would you get up there? Yeah, and that's then where you start thinking, but you had no other choice, like there was no other way. You had to come here. So and then you try, is here something? No. Do you drop down here? No, you actually come to the same part. Yeah, it's exactly where you come from. Yeah, and then there was this idea that you basically take the speed from there, from this plastic, and jump. And now I wonder, this other hole is actually that hole. Man, also I have to say one thing. I kinda knew that you have to go through the holes. I lost here also a lot of time by actually driving here too far and dropping off and having to respawn. That was so dumb again. Yeah, such a stupid time loss. But literally, when you look here, you don't really see that it's not on the same level. It's so hard to see. Because it can also be the same level, right? It's so confusing sometimes. Yeah, and then I knew you have to go through the holes. I kinda expected it. The thing is, I would have picked this hole first. And I would have been wrong again. I only didn't pick it because I saw another card jumping into that hole. So I just did that as well. And yeah, there it continues. And that will lead you to that platform that you cannot reach otherwise. And then you're on the upper level where we wanna be to checkpoint 9. And from checkpoint 9, the thing is that into that direction, your upper platform that you're driving on ends. And everything that is underneath here, you could have reached before. This part you were already coming from, and the part here you could read was the way to checkpoint 1, so you couldn't drop into that area. There was no way. So it had to be behind you. It had to be. Still, even though I kinda knew that, I still looked if there is something here. Yeah, and that is something that I hate about myself, that I always look about. This is so long, even though I kinda actually know that in this area we can't go. Yeah, so it was this weird jump. Like I just found this jump too weird. That's why I didn't do it earlier, but yeah, that was just what you had to do. Then you are on the other side of that freewheel, then you can go up here. But still, I needed a long time. I needed multiple respawns here, because you go to that hole and you wonder, do I have to drop down? Like you are here and you see checkpoint 10, but how do you get there? And here you see a downhill, maybe it leads to somewhere, but no it doesn't. So I tried that once. And here on the back, you would always drop down into that area where we have been already, so it was then basically really just this. And then of course one time I landed on my roof here. Yeah. So, checkpoint 10. This freewheel again there to make it not possible to go back. And here everything is blocked. This whole area here is basically from the start reachable. Here is here again the freewheel, so you have basically only this way. And you have only that black ledge. From here, however, there was more possible. You could have dropped into that platform. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you could reach that early already, but yeah, that is from the start possible. That's this platform. But everything looks the same here. It's all dirt, so it's hard to say sometimes. Especially when I was never on that platform, so. Yeah, then here. You go, when you can't jump down here somewhere, and you would also think you can't jump down here. It is just tricky. It is a little bit tricky, like you know quickly that you can't go anywhere else, but you have to jump down. Yeah, jumping down is the solution in this checkpoint, because all the other parts you have been already. You just have to figure out that here you jump down perfectly smooth into this downhill. And that you can then actually land on a platform that you would have never had the speed for from the start. Because from here you can't get the speed to jump there. Yeah, and here's the finish. And actually I actually need open planets here to see how many checkpoints does this map have. That's actually crucial to know. And also, like, is that maybe the finish time? Okay, you couldn't have the speed for that. But if it was closer with the speed, then I would have maybe tried, you know. Because you can't know at that point if there's another checkpoint without open planet. That's the annoying thing. Naja, so you go here, you're on that platform. Where does this platform lead to? Here to checkpoint 9 and to the other parts that lead to checkpoint 1. So, you know, from the start again, can tell you, there was at this way that we went up underneath the start to get then to the outside there, where we got up to there. Now we just get here, turning around, and now we could also use this because I saw that earlier, and yeah, then I also remembered, ach yeah, there was a checkpoint, exactly. You would not think at that point, sadly I had multiple respawns here, that was also so shit. That did cost me many positions in the end. Like that I lost so much time here. The 3 respawns that I needed, that was really annoying. That I was too fast for this. Aha. Naja. It's actually crazy when you think about this checkpoint 11 here. That is actually pretty central in the map. And you saw it in the start once, but afterwards I've actually never seen it again. I never saw something close to that checkpoint as well. Here's that booster. But from that booster I never looked in up here, I just looked down there. So yeah, it's quite interesting what is around that checkpoint. Because I never saw it again. Yeah. Here's the checkpoint 4 thing. Is this? Yeah. It's right in the middle, but I only saw it from the start. Kind of forgot it. That you didn't take that checkpoint, and I also had no idea which number that was. But yeah, you get there now. Here everything is blocked ahead of you. Here this is the old part where you could drop down, but makes no sense to drop down to the back. Dropping down makes no sense. It was quite obvious that there must be some way to get into the black ledge. I'm speaking too much. And yeah, this is a little bit hidden. But as I said, you will see other cars. But it's also kind of logic, it has to be there. You kind of expect that you have to get into the black ledge. And this area around checkpoint 11 where you are on is so small that you really figure out quickly that there must be something like this. You know, and then you get up. Why do you actually get over this fence here, I was wondering? Because it's higher than the white. Well, it did work. So, then you're on here. And now comes my problem. Yeah. You come, of course, from this right side. Yeah, Tom makes this on purpose, of course. You come from that right side here. And when you're coming from that right side, you don't really see the black ledge that easily because it's you can't really look around the corner enough. And you naturally just turn to the left, and there's also plastic continuing. And the thing is always you don't know where is the next checkpoint. And I went here onto this plastic. I was on top here. Earlier we have been on that platform. From here we jumped to checkpoint 4. Now we were up here. And we could just drop here. This is the yellow platform that we had already. In this whole area we could also go earlier. Then I thought with that platform, but no, I was standing there when I came over the black ledge. And from here you see then checkpoint 12. So I went back and then I saw the black ledge, of course. but so many people overtook me while I was searching. Also here just finding that platform. Yeah, here it ends, so I have to go there. And then you get up. So here, last checkpoint, and yeah, finish right there. But this checkpoint you basically just followed. I mean, what else does the checkpoint have? I didn't look here at all. Straight ahead of us is the checkpoint 1 area. Here's a hole. But then we drop into where we came from. We can go back from checkpoint 12 into these regions here, but it all makes no sense. When there's just one finish, then the fastest way is definitely what we took. Through the tunnel. To the left. And now, I mean, that was also obvious. When we were earlier here, I knew that at some point we come with more speed. So when we turned around, we could have also checked out that we basically have to come from the top here. Naja, and then shoot the finish. That's the map. Too bad. I mean, I was for a long time on that cutoff. Like, you wanna get top 16. When you're not winning, then top 11 to 16 is perfect in points. So you wanna get there. And I was for a long time around these positions, like the whole map long. I was close to that. 17th, 16th, 14th. Sometimes also 21st. There was a good chance for me that I could get into the top 16, barely. But then this checkpoint, 11 to 12, took me too long. Sadly. They all finished right ahead. Maybe next time. Alright, so that was my analyzation of this track. I will finish the stream here.